Hello and welcome to AreaScatter edition. Now, only on weekends we get to talk about things different from things that happen in church. So today I've been going on the internet and seeing a couple of things, and I think I should make a comment about them. So we get to learn some things from what is trending, and maybe we get to laugh a little bit or something. Now, this weekend we have been talking about marriage with 𝐲𝐨𝐿 and what people are saying, and then I've been reacting and posting, and I saw this tweet. Now, this is what someone said, and this is very good advice for you if you're married. Please listen to this. The man said here on Twitter, even if your wife uses a dual SIM, save both numbers as one name, wife. Never save it as wife 1 or wife 2. Tweeting from General Hospital. And someone says speedy recovery. I don't know if you get the joke right here. So this is what the person said. The person said here, you could see the message on your screen here. The person said, you know, when I used to come to your store to get something, before we started talking, I used to see you as a fool working from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. I was wondering with your shape, why? That was what attracted me to you. I convinced you to work with me. You slapped me that night and blocked me before I later apologized and we started talking. Last year, November, I treated infection 4 times. Toto dey hot, but I must slay now. November, December cells, no 2 day like that. So one night, we go Folex Club. Now so one guy carry me. As we reach, he give me food, I chop finish. I come the romance and you know, make we start work. He say no be him, say na him dog. I first look am say, shey na ment or malaria. Maybe the dog take Viagra. I don't know, before I know, the guy say he go pay 1 million. Wura, money where I never see for my life. I come say, okay, but I dey fear. Last, the dog fuck me 2 times. Make we continue. He come introduce me to him friend. I fuck like 13 dogs for January, And then I change my apartment, come buy that my Lexus early March. I stitch my 𝐻𝗋𝚘, it keeps tearing. Later I started smelling, and guy wey carry me like this go dey complain. Wurola, I don't even know wetin that one mean, I sell my car last month. The thing no stop. I call these guys, they swear for me. Now I'm in my village. Traditionally say no remedy. Say na so I go dey smell from one disease to another. Life don't tire me. I drink poison, I no die. All the money wey I make, I spend them on top sickness. If God can save me, I promise to be a better person. This is someone's actual story. This looks like a real story to me, not made up. When we look at the way society is right now, we have looked at many stories here on the platform of people that sleep with quote and unquote men of God, pastors. And you will now tell me that some people say it is safer to even sleep with a pastor than to sleep with a Yahoo boy. Are you sure? If this person is controlling power and doing this, and listen, this week we are going to be seeing videos on mainly, I think the theme of this week's video would be the occult when it comes to the church. Things I will be talking about are already here on social media, but I will just be adding volume to them before you come and cut my neck and say, George, why are you talking about these things? Because there are men in this world, there's something called ritual sex. Sex is not just something that is very casual. For me, in my mind, I don't see it like that. Even if it's just, okay, fling, okay. But to some people, it may not be exactly that. Because I've spoken to people based on my position as someone that maybe creates content, have some form of attention. I've had conversations with people that have been in these kind of situations. And I asked them, so after doing this thing with this quote-unquote man of God, this and that, how is your life going? Some had to even tell me that, George, the kind of deliverance I had to go through for me to, save myself and all that is not easy. Sometimes, those people, their life, some of them never even get married. Some of them, if they were married before, in fact, their marriage gets to break. Something follows it. But while you are partaking of this with this person that calls himself a man of God, are you sure this person is doing this purely, or it is something they do as a covenant or diabolically or whatever with regards to what it is they are into? Because if this person could be doing this with you, and yes, you go on the altar and be commanding, don't come and tell me in the comments. Some people will say there is no perfect man, there is a perfect mantle. What mantle? It is now that I'm now seeing people, when they read in the comments, they say, oh, but he is human now. It's now because people eyes are beginning to open to these people's secret life and private affairs, which come from insiders, not from us. We only, as bloggers, we only discuss and make these things open and clear for people to know. Now people are beginning to see the humanity in them. But even at that, some of them may not just be humanity. Some of them may be deep level of occultism, diabolic things happening, but it's done in the name of Jesus to pull crowd to this. We are going to hear things this week as we are going into. You will hear things and it's going to shock you. But I hope you will be able to handle it. Because what I'm coming with, 𝙁𝙁𝙁𝙁, AreaScatter, BRG analysis, add volume, 𝐻𝐭, you understand? But you can tell me what you think in the comments, because we have a lot of things to look at. And that is it for today's video, and see you next time.
Onídúró mi, ẹ ṣeun púpọ̀. Onídúró mi, ẹ ṣeun o. Onídúró mi, ẹ ṣeun púpọ̀. Ó jẹ́ ènìyàn ló dúró mi, wọ́n ti mọ̀ sí ẹ̀gún. Onídúró mi, ẹ ṣeun o. Ọlọ́run o. Onídúró mi, ẹ ṣeun o. Onídúró mi, ẹ ṣeun púpọ̀. Ó jẹ́ ènìyàn ló dúró mi, wọ́n ti máa ṣìrìgún. Onídúró mi, ẹ ṣeun o. Onídúró mi, ẹ ṣeun o. Kùtù ọmọ tí mo jọmọ Jésù. Wá tí mo jọmọ Dádì. Onídúró mi, ẹ ṣeun púpọ̀. Ó jẹ́ ènìyàn ló dúró mi, wọ́n ti mọ̀ ṣe é. Onídúró mi, ẹ ṣeun.